another half-loaded episode of Get a Load of This. From the Silver Creek Studios, I'm Jarod.
I'm Ryan.
I'm Rebecca.
And something is hilarious.
She was shocked, but you took that little beat before you said, and we're back. And she was like,
I'm like, is he going to say
are you going to go? She's not used to the whole the
have a
mental
moment.
countdown. You
Yeah.
gotta have a
that
beat.
space that I can edit, splice.
But you took that second, she's like,
Sorry, jeez.
come on. Today, Junior.
We don't have any video,
Yeah.
so we can't see it. But yeah. Well, it's homecoming week here in town at the high school, and we were just reminiscing about our times of.
Yeah, I don't remember high school homecoming being like that for us.
It didn't affect
Well,
me
when
that
did you
way.
do it? You were talking about TPing.
Well, that was just because we didn't like
You
people.
guys are just assholes. Okay.
Yeah, pretty
I
much.
see.
Yeah.
All right.
It was retaliatory.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
it was year round too. I mean,
was
it was
it?
like
Okay.
we didn't need a
Yeah,
week
it
to do
wasn't
It was
always. Yeah. What I was going to say that is different now. You TP their friends.
Yes.
And family members. Like, why?
Yeah.
It should be your TP in the other grade or your worst
Right.
enemy or whatever.
Well, that's the way it used to be. It used to be
Right.
out of like spite.
Yeah.
Now
Whereas
it's all
now it's
friendly.
like,
Yeah.
it's a show of almost
It's
popularity.
a
Like,
badge of honor.
if you
yeah.
get hit during, homecoming week, then like you're popular.
Right.
I told
Yeah.
Riley, if we get TP'd and it's one of your friends, I'm going to be pissed.
Mhm.
Right.
Better not be Chuck.
Tell them to come over here and clean that shit up. Yeah, no, I'm with you. Tell Chuck
I don't
to
know
get
when
his
that
ass over.
shifted.
I will bring him over here and have him clean the shit
Yeah.
up.
People up the street got hit twice during homecoming week at
Mhm.
home, and we still have toilet paper high up in the trees because I don't know how
Right. Why do you
they
get it done?
launch it
Yeah.
up there, and
It's-
some
yeah.
of these trees are so tall. I'm like, how in the
Very
hell
skillful.
do
Yeah.
they get that up so high?
So one year we, well, it wasn't even a year. It wasn't. We didn't even know who the hell we were doing it to. Me and some friends, we were out late night driving around aimlessly all night. It's one of those times whenever you tell your parents like, "Oh, I'm going to spend the night at so and so's house," and so and so says they're going to spend the night at your house.
So you have to stay out all night because there's no
Yeah.
place to go.
Right. We had no home to go
Right.
to
Yeah.
because everybody's parents thought we were, so we ended up
Yep.
sleeping in the back of some dude's truck. So we're out driving around. Well, the newspaper man, whack when there was one of those, the newspaper man came around and delivered the St. Louis Post-Dispatch to every neighborhood in this entire subdivision. We followed the newspaper man at about a 6-house distance, and one of us was jogging along the side, picking up everyone he threw out and throwing it in the fucking truck.
Oh my
Picked
god!
up every single fucking newspaper that dude laid out. Every single one. And we found the biggest house we could find. The biggest house in the neighborhood.
Dumped them all.
Every single newspaper.
You know that newspaper guy probably got fired.
Well, no, they had to know it was just some stupid kids doing
You hope.
doing a prank or whatever. But I wish we had smartphones because that would have been a great fucking picture. I mean, we
Yeah,
walked
I feel like
away
you would have
from
been
that,
caught if you had smartphones.
Well,
but-
maybe right, but we walked away
But
from
yeah.
that with just such pride, like, oh my god,
Yeah.
look what we have
That
done.
is classic.
We put 300 newspapers on one man's yard. It was something, man. It was a good day. It was a good night. We were tired.
I imagine.
Well, you got nothing to do. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Like, oh, we're going to stay up all night. We're going to just drive around. What the fuck are you going to do?
Right. That backfired.
That was dumb, And by about 4 a.m., I was like, all right, I need to sleep. And who's driving? And we're out of gas.
Well, and then you got to come up with the excuse the next day whenever you get home why you're so tired.
right,
You
right,
know.
yeah.
Anyway.
Stupid shit that we did as kids.
Yep.
No, but TPing is, now it's different than it used to be. It's now like we said, a badge of honor or whatever. And I don't know that that's the right thing either. I think that
I just think it's a fun prank that friends do to one another. It's not necessarily in spite the way that it once
I don't
was.
think it would be what it is if it wasn't for social media. And also,
Maybe.
I got maybe a unpopular opinion. The parents get off on it more than the fucking kids do.
Yeah.
Not this parent.
No.
Well-
The parents that post on social media. Like, oh my God, my son got hit again. He's so popular. He has so many friends. Oh my God.
No, you're right. I
Yeah.
think that's
It's like, all right,
that's
calm
a
down.
thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe the first one was because those girls think your son's cute, but the second one was because those boys think your son's a douchebag.
Right.
Yeah.
right.
Maybe. Just say it. Maybe.
No,
you know?
I don't think that you're altogether wrong. Now, I do also think though that it all depends. Like I said, they have what they call junior senior wars, and
Right.
it's usually, the whole, so this night, this is going to happen to so-and-so.
Right.
They're a junior. So then this night, this is
going
to happen to so-and-so. They're going to hit a senior,
right.
you know. So it's all this, you know, back
Yeah.
and forth stuff. And if it's in good fun, then it's in good fun.
Right.
But the people up the street who got hit twice, I saw their kid out there using a power washer. Now, I'm pretty sure that she can't even spell power washer. But her dad had her out there because they had put something on their driveway that obviously stained.
Yeah.
And rumor has it might have been an image of...
Rumor has it.
Yeah. A penis.
Oh, yeah. I hate when that
Nice.
happens.
Yeah, like with hairy, you know.
Yeah. They're surprisingly easy to draw.
I guess I don't know. All I know is that she was out there using a power washer, getting, you know, their driveway clean or whatever, and I'm like, see, now that's going way too far.
Well, yeah. I mean, now you've got your daughter out here spraying a penis in public, a large penis, presumably larger than life penis,
Right.
in the public eye. She's staring at it
For a long period of
while.
time. Yeah. Yes. While
So,
she's
Ryan,
going over and over.
on this half-loaded episode, do you think I could trouble you for a Coors Light?
Oh yeah. Are we finally done with the stag?
I've got another one, but I
Okay.
would even trade it if you want.
No.
You got me curious. Now you're talking up this Coors Light.
Coors Light is a tasty
Thank you,
beverage. I
sir.
don't know if it'll fit in your.
Oh, look at
that.
that.
Is
That's
this gonna fit-
different
is this
because
gonna
the
fit on?
normal Coors Lights cans don't.
Squeeze that bitch on there.
Now
Nope.
you're going to get stuck.
No,
Don't
it ain't
do
gonna
that.
work.
It's fine. I'll just drink it like this.
Unfortunately, this episode does not have video, so that just sounded very awkward. Yeah, it's not gonna fit, Jared.
Make it fit. Just push it harder.
All right.
La.
Wow.
Man,
Yeah.
they get so uncomfortable around
So
pee-pee talk.
You made me senior versus junior thing. It made me think of senior pranks. So did you guys do senior pranks at your high school? Like,
That's good.
was there like a big, like every year the seniors did some big ta-da, you know? Nothing?
I don't think so, no.
No?
Mm-mm. Not that I remember anyway.
Well, there was at our school.
Yeah, what was it? What'd you do as a senior?
Well, I didn't do shit as well. Actually, I did. But I'll start when I was a junior. I was the victim of. Well, a lot of us were. I was the victim of the senior prank. One of the senior pranks. So the junior parking lot was down this big hill, and there was a tennis court down there, and there was a big gravel lot, and that's where all the juniors parked. And in order to get out of there, there's a big fucking hill, and there was 2 speed bumps along the way on this fucking thing. Whose idea that was? I mean, I'm sure it was for people coming down. They wanted to slow you down, but going up made it challenging. So the seniors decided that while all the juniors were still in school, they were going to oil that driveway.
Wow.
And it's asphalt.
Mm-hmm.
And they just fucking stood there and poured fucking motor oil down this hill. Like
Slicker
it was
than
a
snot.
like it was a water slide. And so we're all like, oh, well, we can make it up this, you know. We all
Right.
got our cool cars, you know, and it didn't work out. But it made for some kick-ass burnouts.
I'm
'cause
sure.
there were some kids that had badass cars that just like, oh, just sit here and roast the tires. I tried in my little Mazda pickup, and I failed. And I was like, all right, well, I'm just going to wait until all these other idiots burn off all the oil, and then I finally got out.
Had they
But
already gated off the back entrance by the...
there was no way out on the back way on that lot. This is the lower lot by the tennis court.
Oh, I never had to park down.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was one. But when we were seniors, it wasn't really a senior prank because when we were there. It's not like something like we did and we like stood in the shadows and waited for everybody's reaction.
Right.
But we had it's not even that funny. We had coolers full of water balloons and we had a launcher and
That's cool.
and we pelted the underclassmen as they walked out on the last day of school.
That's
'Cause
fun, though.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
And we had I had a video camera of the whole fucking day.
Wow.
I don't know what happened to that video. It's missing in action, but that video is funny because we got pulled over by the cops again in my little Mazda pickup truck, but it had an extended cab. So I had, I think, 5 people in the cab, which means
geez.
3 in the back, which is really hard to do. And then in the bed of the truck, there was a fuck ton of people. And then we had these coolers with water balloons, and we had some beverages as well. And, first time we were driving in front of the high school, and cop pulls out, cherries on, and I look in the rearview mirror, see the cherries on, and I just see cans going all directions. Just aluminum cans, just like... like a jet shooting out shrapnel so that it doesn't get hit by the heat-seeking missile, that kind of thing. And I was like, you fucking morons. I mean, he's right. How does he not see what you idiots just did?
Hey, it's only what you get caught with, right?
So I pull over, and the officer comes up to the truck, and he goes to my friend Dave, and he's like, hey, I saw you throw a can. I'm like, you fucking saw Dave throw a can. I want to see me throw a can. I don't know. So he's like, what kind of can was it? And Dave goes, it was a Minute Maid orange drink can.
God.
I'm like, why? Why would you say
Of all
would you be so
things,
specific?
right.
Minute Maid
Just say
orange
a
drink.
soda can.
Right.
5% juice.
So the cop says, go find it. So,
Oh, wow.
so he starts walking up Millburn Road, and he's looking. He's like, I'm fucked. There's no way I'm going to find a Minute Maid.
Do not
orange
tell me he found one.
Fucking found one.
Oh,
And I mean, you can see it. I mean, we're all standing there watching, like, come on, Dave. Come
And
on.
he's all,
Yeah, no, he like pounced on it. He's like,
It's all sun faded and everything, rusting.
comes right
Yeah.
back up. He's like, here you go. Cop's like, God damn it. All right. And the cop said, he goes, I don't want to see you guys the rest of the day. I'm like, all right, we'll see what we can do.
no promises.
Yeah. Well, he didn't see us for a while until we had to come back because we had all these water balloons we had to blow up the underclassmen with. And
Right.
yeah, we had a great day. That was a good day. That was the best day of my high school career was the last day.
I don't remember if we did anything. If we did, I didn't participate.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But all that whole exchange of the cop being behind, that was all on this video camera.
And you can't find the video?
I have no idea where it's at.
Seriously.
And it's on VHS somewhere.
That's
and,
gold.
I know.
Yeah.
And the camera pans to me. The camera shows behind us with a cop. All these fucking idiots, like all being all good boys now because they all threw their fucking cans out of the car.
Uh-huh.
And it goes to me, and I'm and all I. It's the quintessential scene. It's like, turn the fucking camera off. It just stays on me. I'm like, turn the fucking camera off. Then finally it goes down. It's a great scene.
I love it.
Yeah, those are good times.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't do anything like that.
Yeah,
wait to
I was a
get the hell
goody
out of
two
there.
shoes. I was a dork.
If we
I didn't do
did,
anything.
if our senior class did, I didn't participate.
yeah.
I mean, it was a long time ago. So it's possible that maybe I was aware of it. I just don't recall.
Right. No, we had a good day. It was a good day.
Yeah.
And I don't think kids do anything too crazy now. I think senior pranks are kind of gone by the wayside because the administration has put a
they cracked down on that.
Yeah.
Bullying and
Kibosh.
whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So homecoming, is that a thing? Like, do you go back to your hometown and
I don't.
like, is that where that came from? People come back from college or something?
Yeah,
Or-
yeah, yeah.
Mhm. Alumni. Yeah.
Well, I mean, think about it. Like this weekend is fall break for my son. So in many cases, he would, last year he did. He came home, and usually they coincide with the homecoming of the high school. So it's like, yeah, most of the kids go away to college. They come home for, the fall break. They go to their homecoming, see all the kids.
Mallory and all of her friends came back from school to go to Summit's homecoming.
Yeah, it's a big
The
deal.
football game.
Football,
obviously,
right.
yeah.
I don't know how long it goes on.
Yeah.
I mean, I never did it.
Right.
But I'm
I
sure
just
there
went to
are.
the dance. I didn't care about anything else.
I'm sure there are people that care about it way more than they should.
Well, I think different towns. I think it all just depends, you know?
And then Waterloo's weird because we have the school homecoming, but then we also have a city
Town
homecoming,
homecoming,
which
right.
is weird.
like a month before or something.
Yeah, I don't
Whatever,
understand
but-
why that exists.
Yeah, I don't. Same thing. Are there people that come home for that? I don't know.
I think there
guess
are. There's
so.
some weird motherfuckers.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I live in the town that I would come home to, so I can't really identify with like going home to
Because you're already
because
here.
I'm already here. But I feel like I wouldn't go home if I didn't live here. I'd be, I'm not coming back for the
Anywhere
bratwurst
else.
and those Stubborn Fest was good. I would come home for that.
Yeah, that was a good time. And then this weekend we have Pumpkin Fest.
Mm-hmm.
Way to set that up, Jarod. So pumpkin, I like it. I know you were saying there's like a lot of kiddie
I mean,
stuff.
there's
and
too many
there
kids.
is.
I'm
There's
not
a little-
into kids.
There's a little pumpkin ride that
Kids
they
are annoying.
drag them around in a train with towed by a John Deere lawnmower
My
or
only
whatever.
Right.
recollection is all the little tents with shit in it.
Yeah, it's like a craft fair,
Yeah.
craft show kind of thing.
Yeah.
They have a lot of the Double R Bar has a lot of pumpkin beers. At least last year they
okay.
did, where they had like
Is everything
8 or
outside
9.
though? So
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
bring my dog.
Oh yeah. No, it's encouraged.
Dress
Yes.
it up. Well, he is a German Shepherd.
Right.
Well, there
right.
you
You need to put him
go, right.
a little hat on
Some
and
lederhosen.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What's the
Well, they're boy dogs. They would wear lederhosen. Yeah.
yeah.
basically leather dog pants.
Yeah. Not gonna happen.
Yeah. We had costume ideas for Millie and Archie, and Millie, they actually sell a Rambo dog costume. And I said it to Oliver, and I was like, dude, this is happening. And he's like, oh my God, we need to get them. So it was really expensive.
Yeah.
And then shipping was like $12. I was like, no, I can't bring myself to do it. But she would have looked like a badass in it. And then I found one for Archie that was a Marty McFly costume.
Oh, I love it.
I was like, these are great, but yeah, everything's so expensive.
Yeah.
It's like, you're just going to be a dog instead.
Right.
You're gonna.
Well, Deacon was a police officer for a couple of years till he outgrew it. And I can't find it now
His
to put
costume?
on Atticus. Because, I'm like, what did I do with it? I can't find it anywhere.
I think it's fine just to be a dog.
Yeah.
So Rambo reminded me yesterday. I had some free time and a wild hair, and
I went and saw Rambo.
No, but I watched Rocky 3 and 4.
Oh hell
Jesus,
yeah!
how much time do you have?
It was late. I stayed up. I might have split it over 2 days. I forget. But
so Rocky 3 and 4.
Right. 4 is my favorite by far.
Right.
3 is fine, but
right.
It had been a while since I'd seen
Rocky 3 is when Mickey dies.
And so I was going to say, that's why I even brought it up. I got choked up twice.
Hell yeah, you did. Or you're not human.
Mickey dies and then Apollo dies.
Well, but that's not what choked me up. It's when Adrian kind of bashes him and says, you can't win.
Yeah.
That you're like, oh my God. No,
she was
great.
scared.
Adrian's amazing.
No, she's a
She
bitch.
was scared.
But when she
kept dragging him down,
No, she's what brings him up.
He could have been a contender. He wasn't.
She's the only thing that builds him up, except that one scene, which was what was so heart-wrenching, was like, she's always his rock, and now she says, you can't win.
But he won.
But he did win. Yeah.
Because she came to Russia to be with him.
Yeah, see, Rocky...
And Mickey died. Oh, my God.
That was horrible.
Sylvester Stallone might be the greatest actor.
I almost texted you. I was like, I'm watching... Mick just died.
So I did you see the new Rambo?
No.
Last Blood?
Right.
I did. Went to the theater, saw it because...
you did?
Because I love Sylvester Stallone.
Right.
Yeah.
I want him to adopt me and yeah. No, he's awesome. And it was, it was a Rambo movie. It wasn't anything spectacular. It was a good movie. It was a sound cinema experience, but I would wait for the DVD.
Got it. All right, good to know.
Wait for it to hit Netflix. But it was good, and I just enjoy. And the fact that this guy, I don't even know how old he is, 70 something, right? And that he just keeps putting it back out there, and
why not?
I mean, I heard somewhere that he's been so beat up. His neck is he's got a couple vertebrae fused, like he can't turn his neck because he's done so many of his own stunts and he's just gotten the shit kicked out of him for so long but that's amazing to me that this guy he doesn't care.
He's cool.
He just enjoys his craft. He enjoys what he's doing. And if you hear you go back to the story of Rocky, the movie Rocky, and how it got produced and how he actually pushed to have he wouldn't allow anybody else to act as Rocky, and he took sacrifice. He sold his fucking dog. He sold fucking Buckus.
But then he bought him back.
Right. That's crazy.
That
Do you know he still has the
Oh,
turtles?
Wow. Yeah, Cuff and Link.
He still has them.
Yeah. No, and they were in Rocky 6.
Yeah, but Sylvester Stallone owns Cuff and Link.
But those same turtles were in the older movie too. Yeah. No, he's great.
Yeah. What I was surprised to read, and I guess it's just my age and the place I was when it came out, but Rocky 4 is my favorite. I understand that Rocky 1 and 2 are
pretty good,
are why they are what they are, but 4 is amazing. It's one of the lowest rated, other than like Rocky 5.
It's because of when you were born. It's because of
what
you relate with.
But even now, like it's the highest quality as far as like the cinematography and the film and all that.
Right.
To me, it's a compelling story that was relevant at the time with the Soviet Union and all that. But like all the critics hated it.
Right.
Now it's also the highest grossing movie, so obviously people like to go see it. But it's got the lowest Rotten Tomato score, all this stuff, and it's like I don't get it. It's so good. That matters. The soundtrack is so amazing. The fighting is so good.
But if you really look at it, it's like 80% montage, right? There's really done a lot of acting in it,
right?
But it is great. It's up there. I would say. I won't say it's my favorite. I mean, 1 and 2. I mean, all of them. They're and honestly, the Creed movies, I think, are better.
pretty good.
Are better than most. Of
I haven't
Rocky
seen the second
movies.
one, and
They're
I want
really
to
good.
because it relates to 4. But
Yeah, they're really, really good.
I just haven't.
So I think it is what it is, man. You like what you like.
Yeah.
Rotten Tomatoes is a. We talked about this a little bit
Right.
about the
Dave
Chappelle thing.
Mhm.
That there's been a couple movies like that have come out recently that have gotten kind of shit critic ratings.
Mm-hmm.
Batman, I think, was one of them. Maybe they got good critics but bad user, whatever, one way or the other.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of disparity on Rotten Tomatoes between the critics rating
Right.
versus the user rating. And it's like, which one do you really put a lot of
Yeah.
faith
Like the
in?
electoral vote and the popular vote. Who
Yeah.
gives a shit, you know?
Well, I think that if you're
Well,
going
and that,
to
I mean-
use it as a like what movie I'm going to watch. I think I'm going to trust the viewers more than I'm going to trust the
Exactly.
critics.
Right.
The critics are almost never right.
Mm-hmm.
And Siskel and Ebert are done. What's the other dude that dude with the weird mustache? Remember that guy?
Mm-hmm. Is he still alive?
yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, I mean, there's not very many trustworthy critics anymore.
I think that
so.
if, like you said, if other viewers are actually going and sitting down and watching the movie and, it was good, it was entertaining, it was this, that, and the other, that's what I want to listen to.
Right.
I don't want to listen to some critic sitting there picking apart the cinematography and the
Right.
production.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. Was it
Well,
entertaining?
the story broke apart at about the 45-minute mark.
Yeah.
Whenever
There were too many subplots.
Right.
I don't give a shit. Was it good?
Well, Jarod and I have a great idea, and it may happen someday that we're going to do another podcast, or maybe it'll be a subset of this podcast, which is get a load of this at the movies, and we're going to do classic films, classic films revisited. So we would say, all right, today we're reviewing the movie Revenge of the Nerds, and does it hold up? Does Dudley Booger Dawson deserve more credit as a cinema character? And I think he does, because he had some of the best T-shirts that you've ever fucking seen.
And one-liners.
Yeah, I mean, he was a fucking genius, man.
I would listen to that podcast.
Yeah, right,
would, yeah.
right. If we revisit old movies, and they could be even older than that. We can go back, further than that.
Sure.
But for whatever reason, Dudley Dawson
Well,
is
you
in
gotta
my
keep
mindset.
it. You got to keep
right
it
now.
relevant to like what people are gonna know. Like you're not gonna go like review Gone with the Wind.
No, never seen it. Never seen Gone
I
with
think
the
I've
Wind.
only seen it once.
Yeah. How about what's the one?
You don't have to see it more than once.
Casablanca.
Yeah, I've never seen
Never
it.
seen it. Yeah, me neither. You've seen it?
Mhm.
Yeah. Good.
Mhm.
Worth the watch.
Mhm.
Citizen Kane.
Seen it.
Yeah. You?
Once, yep.
Yeah. Worth it?
No. I mean, what I would say, because isn't that known by like cinema reviewers and stuff as the greatest movie of all time?
It's
like,
up there.
It's
Right.
the number one movie. And
Right.
I'm like, no. I mean, it's okay, but it's not the best movie ever.
Right. That's interesting. So Chuck went to see The Joker.
Yeah.
I do want to see that.
And he saw it.
I also
on
saw
the
it. Yep.
premiere night with at the movie theater and
Mhm.
with one of his friends. And as they're walking out, his friend was like, "Oh my god, that was a masterpiece! It was such an amazing movie." He
yeah.
kept saying it was the masterpiece. It was the masterpiece. And Chuck's like, "Hey, ease up,
Yeah.
It was a good movie. It wasn't. I mean, come on, it wasn't a Casablanca,
Right.
There's a guy I work with. He's a younger guy. He's early 20s. Total nerd, comic book movie nerd, the typical type.
Yeah.
Great guy, but he saw it. Now, this guy also wears a Batman hoodie every single day, but
Oh Jesus.
he was like basically the same as was
Masterpiece.
it Grant?
Yeah, it was Grant,
Oh,
yeah.
it was amazing. Oh my god, it was so amazing. I was like, it was good, but it wasn't amazing. I mean,
See,
come
I
on.
think that there's these fanboys, these Batman
Yeah.
fanboys that are just so over the moon for anything
Mhm.
Batman. I mean, Batman could they could take a video, a 4-minute video of him taking a shit with the fucking Batman hood on. Like,
Right.
oh my god, it was the masterpiece. It was amazing. Did you see the corn in it?
Ew.
Now,
Because it's a starchy vegetable that your body doesn't digest it.
Right.
I will say
Fucking
tonight,
get over it. It's Batman.
right before you guys got here, I happened to see it on Hulu. When I turned it on, was the pilot episode of Batwoman. Have you seen that
No.
trailer or anything about that?
No, is she also rich with no
so
real
it's
powers?
basically it's a CW show, which tells you a little bit right there.
Oh boy.
And I loved Smallville and a couple other CW shows, but
Sure.
the quality that you're getting
Right.
with the
You get
CW.
second-rate actors.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
And it has Ruby Rose. Ruby Rose? Anybody?
I got nothing.
No.
What's she in?
Who's
she related to?
She was in. I mean, she's been in several things. Orange is the New Black, but only like on one
Okay.
season.
All right.
She's She's known as a, what do you call it? She's kind of got a boyness going. She got the short haircut. What do they call that?
Tomboy?
Androgynous, but she's but in a like totally hot, sexy way.
All right.
But like my wife,
we know where Jarod stands.
my wife finds her as sexy as I do. So like, and that's her thing. Is like she appeals to both sides.
Wow. Well, it's working for her. Good for her.
She's the star. She is Batwoman. And it takes place
not Batgirl.
Right. There's a distinction. She's not Batgirl. She's Batwoman. But whatever. Anyway, the point is, it's not that. Well, I only saw about half of the first episode. It's not very good. And I'm a huge Batman fan and all that, but it's like, it's just the quality is just not there.
Well, it's because Batman doesn't have any real powers.
Oh my God! Here we go.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on. Do you like Batman or Superman?
We've had this discussion.
Okay, where do you lie?
She rolls her eyes.
Why?
See?
I think he's cooler.
I think your father would be disappointed in you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, Superman's cool and everything because his powers are his powers, but Batman's got better shit.
But he has nothing other than a cool belt and and he's a ninja.
A bunch of cars. And
he's super strong.
Ninja.
Not super, but he's like extremely strong for a human.
Yeah, and he's
got
extremely
intelligent.
It'd be better if he was actually like bitten by a bat, which is one of the storylines in some of the comic books, right? Where he was actually bitten by a bat and he got like Spider-Man. He got superpowers from a nuclear bat or some shit, right?
That'd be cool.
Whatever. That'd be better than just like, all right, he's a rich guy with cool toys.
But honestly, when it all comes down to it, Iron Man all the way.
But Iron Man's no different than Batman.
He's my guy. You shut
your mouth. He's just a rich guy with cool toys.
Yeah.
He almost died. They had to pull shrapnel out of him, and they put. That's what makes him special with his superpowers.
Arc reactor.
He's special. He's not super. He's special.
He's going to show you special. And RDJ,
well, he's dead, so he's not going to show me shit.
Spoiler
Robert
alert.
Downey Jr.'s not dead, though.
Right.
They say he's coming back in one of the shows, like maybe just as a voice, but
yeah.
I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
He was a badass superhero.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Iron Man's good.
I loved every single movie that had him
I guess I'm just a traditionalist. I love Superman. I like
the original Superman movies. Don't get me wrong. I like the original ones.
The Christopher Reeve movies.
Yes, but I didn't really get into any of the newer ones. Batman just was more exciting.
No.
And I didn't read the comics, so I don't have anything
Were you a comic book reader, Jarod?
Yes, but not. Like, I didn't have entire collections or anything like that. I would just kind of here and there get one, and if a friend had one, I'd read it, So I was totally into it, but I didn't have the money to go get every week.
Fun fact, I never read a comic book. I think my mother or someone bought me a few or something, bought me one or two, and I was like, I like the comics that are in the Sunday paper, and they're quick. And I'm in, I'm out, and there's not a lot of reading.
Like
and like the comics where it's like, damn, there's a lot of words on this page. It's like, if I want to read a book, I'll read a book.
I read the graphic novels, so like the kind of the longer versions of the comics. They're good, man. Batman and Superman.
No Walking Dead though?
No, I don't. I never read the comic. I know the show is based on the comic, and we were so into it for like 4 or 5 seasons. I mean, obsessively. And then something clicked, and I didn't care anymore.
Rick left.
Well, it was before that.
Huh.
There was something about it. I don't know if it was the action or whatever. I was just like, I didn't care. All of a sudden, I didn't care. We went from loving it, watching it every time, to just like, I don't know. But maybe I need to try it again.
I think I need to pick it back up again, too.
Yes? Okay. I'm getting the big head nod.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard that from a couple people that it's worth getting back into it.
I don't know if you can spoil this or not. One of the things I hated was Carl. I hated Carl. Is he?
Let's just let that go.
Can I start watching it again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're safe.
Okay. I was fucking tired of Carl.
You're going to feel real bad.
All right.
I'm just saying, you're going to feel like a piece of fucking dog shit.
Hey.
But you left off at 4? At season 4?
There was an evolution of Carl.
We left off after, let's see, they were in the town with the walls, and then they got run out of there, and I feel like it was, what was like some major stuff that happened right after. Oh, so it was before, I never saw the guy with the bat.
Negan?
Never saw him. So it was like right before that.
So you've been gone for a while.
Yeah, several years.
So what town with the wall? Oh, you were
Hilltop.
in that town.
Wasn't it Hilltop?
No, the one before that with the fucking...
Governor or whatever, right. So they had already like
seasons.
That
he
was
That was kind of a pinnacle of
Yes.
the show. If
Yes.
So
you
I
ask me.
feel like it was right after that, but maybe did he kind of come back or something at one point?
yes,
or,
the governor did come back. Yeah,
I forget. I feel like when we turned it
Governor was
off,
a
they
great
were
character.
yeah, but he gone.
yeah,
Spoiler alert.
right.
Yeah. Anybody
I mean,
listen
it
to
was
Mick, wow.
interesting. I guess I don't know. I need to try it
After
again.
what he did.
Yeah.
After what he did.
And then
I'm
the
curious.
actor that played the fucking old man, Herschel,
Yeah.
he's fucking dead. The actor's
I
dead.
Oh,
know,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
that's a shame. You know,
Yeah, I
he
feel-
was really good.
Well, so they almost lost me. I'm not gonna tell you.
Yeah, don't tell me.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. We
I
could
need
just
some
move
catch
on.
up.
But yeah, I need to watch it again. We just got away from it. But yeah, that's a comic I never read. I was never into that kind
Well, the comic
of thing.
doesn't necessarily. Not that I've read the comic, but I
Mhm.
do like every now and then do a little research. It's different. It's
Hmm.
way different. Way different.
Do you like that Michonne
Michonne.
is in Avengers? She's
Yeah.
pretty cool, right?
She's a
She's like a
badass.
badass in both
Yeah,
things. Yep.
she's a
She's
badass.
not Michonne. She's
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Sorry.
But
the
the
actress,
right.
that who plays Michonne.
I like the fact that she plays that strong,
Right.
independent woman
Yeah.
kind of role. And if you,
hmm
and if you saw, you got to catch up.
I know. I
Yeah.
guess we just need to start it again. But I never watched Game of Thrones. Well, I watched the first season and then like half of the second
I've never
season.
seen one episode of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
See, that's how
I
we
can't
end it.
even like. I
But
can't
you
even
watched
be here.
every single one.
Every
Vill-
single
Are you
one.
in agreement with seemingly everyone else that the last season wasn't very good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not
That'll ruin nothing because we might someday
Yeah.
decide that we're going to
No,
watch
no,
this
no,
shit.
no.
Right.
not that it wasn't good, but because there was so much.
Yeah.
There was so much story to tell. There were
Hmm.
so many characters. There were so many little things that we anticipated.
Yeah.
In my opinion,
You'd get a payoff or something.
well, that you want that closure.
Mhm.
You want, and it just kind of.
Why would they do that?
It fell a little short.
Hmm.
Well, there's several
had
different
to
theories.
know
It was
that was gonna
because
piss
that
people off.
George
Mm.
R. Martin
Right.
didn't write up. He didn't get past
Mm.
that point. And so, he had a hand in writing part of it, but
yeah.
it wasn't his.
Hmm.
He doesn't even agree with the way that it went. But it is what it is.
I feel like he's probably got like burger sauce on whatever he.
Cannot believe that you guys didn't watch it. I mean, honestly, I can't.
I mean,
Yeah.
for a long time, we didn't have HBO. We still don't. So there was this brief window where we had it. I think we were getting
Is it
somebody's
just as
subscription.
hard to believe that? Oh, look at that. Is it just as hard to believe that 25% of Americans don't eat vegetables?
Yeah.
As
I feel like that's
these
not
two
likely
assholes
to be
didn't
true.
watch
Well,
Game
That's
of
exciting
Thrones.
news. That's exciting news.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
My kid got a 96 on her history midterm.
Dang. Sweet. That'll bring that grade up.
Well, I think she already had an A.
Yeah. Well,
Well, there you
solidify it.
Yeah, she had.
Good
She
for
was
her.
just shy of a 4.0.
Cool.
105 in the class.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Awesome.
All right.
All right, let's wrap this up.
Yeah, I
so
gotta
we
go tinkle.
appreciate you listening. We got peeing to do. And
And it's almost
like
11 o'clock.
Every
I don't know.
episode
We went
with
all over
Rebecca
the place.
ends with, we got peeing to
yeah,
do.
there's a lot of that. And it rubs off. Like when you weren't
Sorry.
here, we were both like, I gotta pee. What's up with this?
Yeah.
So yeah.
All of a sudden,
Yeah.
small bladders everywhere.
Well, we appreciate you listening and watch. Well, you're not watching this one. Downloading and subscribing and all that. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell
That's
your
right.
coworkers. And yeah.
Send us a message if you want.
Yeah.
At Load This Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Email loadthispodcast@gmail.com. And Beck, what's the YouTube handle? Get a load of this podcast on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I don't fucking know.
Hopefully, at this point, the Cardinals are still playing.
that's right. I'm gonna
Go
I'm gonna
Cards.
go ahead and say this. Fuck the Braves.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Fuck Acuna Jr.
That guy.
That guy's something else, eh?
He is.
Ronald
Go Blues.
Acuna Jr.
Yeah.
can eat Yachty's balls.
Yeah,
Alrighty
I gave him
then.
the what's what the other day. That was
Yeah.
kind of.
All right.
All right,
Give me
until,
old what for? Give me old right there, Fred. Yeah.
Until next time, I'm Jarod,
I'm Ryan.
I'm Rebecca.
and this is Half Loaded.
Yeah, so he got him and Grant again. They got I won't say arrested, but they got stopped by the police, and it was Grant's older brother was driving, and I don't know what they were doing prior to this, but the cop pulled him over, and the cop called me and said, "Hey, I got your son here. He's nothing terribly wrong. He was out apparently TPing. We found him with some toilet paper. You need to come get him." I'm like, "Oh, where are you?" So he tells me where he's at. I'm like, "All right, I'll be right there." So I put shoes on. I head out there. I get out of the truck. I go over and I talk to the officer, and I'm like, "Yeah, sorry." He goes, it's homecoming. All these kids are coming. This is what happens. I said, "All right, thank you, man. I appreciate it." He goes, Don't worry about it. I'm stay out of trouble." So I go over, open the back door of the police car, tell Chuck to get his dumb ass in my truck. He goes, "Hold on, I got to get my toilet paper." I'm like, "No, you don't. No, you don't. You got arrested."
I feel like he didn't learn a lesson here.
But he did.
Yeah.
He went and he grabbed like 12 rolls of toilet paper, loads them up in his arms, comes over and fucking hops in the truck. Cop just watched him like in disbelief, like, this motherfucker has balls of steel.
Waste not, want
Oh,
not.
he is my spirit animal. Sometimes.
And he saved it till like next year. He's like, "I'm all socked up for next year. I'm ready to go." I'm like, Jesus, man.
So did he do it this year?
Yeah, he went.
No comment.
Yeah.
Oh.
Allegedly. He didn't do anything. I don't know if they were there together or not, but he didn't. He did TP some people I think last night.
Homecoming Saturday.
Right. And so last night I was on high alert. So
We were too.
The puppies were barking a lot, and I kept getting up, and Tammy and Oliver were like, "What? You're being paranoid." I'm like, "Well, yeah, I want to catch these little fuckers,
I want to scare them.
Yeah, I'm not. It doesn't piss me off, but it's like, yeah,
You still don't want to have to clean up that shit.
Right. So anyway,
it's all in good fun, but
several times the dogs, popped up and were at the window like, and I get up and I walk over there and I'd see two cars at a time driving by the same. I'm like, I know what they were doing. They're casing the joint, and that's fine. But we did not get hit. And then finally Chuck came home and I was like, "So what's the deal? How come nobody's TPing you?" And he's like, "We got too many cops around." People come down the street, they see 3 cop cars and they're like, "I ain't touching that place." I'm like, "Look at that. It's working out for us." But we got hit when TJ was in high school. We got hit pretty bad a couple of times with all those same cop cars out there. Maybe those kids were just a little crazier.
Ballsy.
Yeah.
We never got it during junior senior wars because we live on a cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
So there's not an easy escape route.
Right.
And it's very easy to get caught and trapped down there in the circle. So most of the kids, Now I'm pretty confident that Mallory, both junior and senior year, was probably like in charge.
Yeah. She's the ringleader.
Yeah. That
I think as long as they stick with the toilet paper forking,
exactly, keep it simple where it's not destructive. It's all in good fun. You're right.
And mashed potatoes. That's what it was. Instant mashed potatoes. Especially on days like today where it's kind of moist outside.
When they foam up.
Right. You sprinkle those around on someone's yard or front porch or whatever, and then wait till the dew hits in the morning, and then they got a fucking mess. So that's a little bit mean. I think that's
spoon.
Yeah, it might be delicious.
All right, let's start this, and then we can talk a little bit more about it.
Yeah. Well, what are we going to talk about after that?
I don't know. Who knows?
Your shirt's making me hungry.
I could use a White Castle cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.